Captain Do-Won Park stood at the bridge of the UES Thunderbolt, his eyes fixed on the main screen. The massive window showed the endless dark space filled with stars. His ship, humanity's first true warship, floated silently through the void. After 20 years of peaceful space exploration, the Thunderbolt represented something new, a sign that humans were ready to defend themselves. The quiet bridge suddenly came alive with urgent beeping sounds. Lieutenant Yi Jin Lee's fingers moved quickly across her communication panel. "Captain, emergency signal from Research Station 7. Her voice was steady, but her eyes showed worry. "Put it through," Do-Won ordered, straightening his blue uniform. The screen flickered, showing a scared face of a scientist. Behind him, people ran back and forth. "This is Dr. Yang at Research Station 7. Unknown ships, massive ships just appeared. They're not responding to our peaceful signals. We need help immediately." The transmission became unclear, filled with static. Chief Engineer Hansol Kim rushed onto the bridge, his tools still hanging from his belt. "Captain, the Thunderbolt isn't fully tested yet. The new weapons, the shields, we've never used them in real combat." "We don't have a choice," Do-Won replied. He pressed a button on his chair. "All crew to battle stations. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill." The Thunderbolt's engines roared to life. The huge ship turned toward the research station, its new metal hull shining under distant starlight. As they approached, they saw them. 5 massive alien ships, each one 3 times bigger than the Thunderbolt. Their dark purple hulls looked like they were made from some strange metal that absorbed light. "Sir," Yi Jin called out, "they're broadcasting on all frequencies. Should I put it through?" Do-Won nodded. The main screen changed, showing an alien bridge. The creature on screen had gray skin and 4 eyes. It wore what looked like a military uniform. "Attention, human vessel." The alien spoke in perfect English. "I am Supreme Commander Vax of the Valdari Dominion. Your existence has been noted by our empire. You will surrender your planet and all colonies immediately. Resist, and we will destroy you." The bridge crew looked at each other. They had never seen these aliens before. Humanity had met other species, but all meetings had been peaceful until now. Do-Won stood up from his chair. His voice was calm but firm. "This is Captain Do-Won Park of the United Earth Ship Thunderbolt. We do not recognize your authority over Earth or our colonies. Your threats are not appreciated. Stand down, and we can talk peacefully." The alien commander made a sound like angry laughter. "You dare to challenge us? One small ship against our fleet? Your species truly is primitive. We've studied your technology. You don't even have proper energy weapons." At that moment, Tactical Officer Jia-Ho Kang whispered to the captain, "Sir, their scans. They can't detect our AI systems or the quantum core. They think we're running on basic fusion power." Do-Won almost smiled. The aliens had no idea about Earth's true technology. They couldn't see the advanced AI that Dr. Naeum Choi had created, or the revolutionary weapons hidden behind special shielding. "This is your final warning," the alien commander growled. "Surrender now." Do-Won sat back in his chair, his face serious. "Crew of the Thunderbolt, prepare for combat. Let's show them what humanity's first warship can really do." The massive alien ships moved forward, their weapons charging with purple energy. Inside the Thunderbolt, systems came online, and the AI core hummed to life. History was about to be made, and the galaxy would never be the same. Tactical Officer Jia-Ho Kang stared at his screen with growing excitement. While the alien ships looked scary on the outside, their computer systems were surprisingly simple. The Valdari used basic targeting computers and fixed attack patterns. They had no idea what they were about to face. "Captain," Jia-Ho called out, "their ships don't have any AI protection. They're completely open to our systems." Dr. Naeum Choi rushed onto the bridge, her tablet showing complex patterns of light. Her short black hair was messy from running. "The AI core is ready," Captain, they won't expect this. No other species has managed to create true adaptive AI like ours. Captain Do-One Park nodded slowly. The Thunderbolt had many secrets, but their AI was the biggest one. While other alien races feared artificial intelligence and banned it, humans had worked with it, improved it, and made it their partner. Their weapons are charging. Engineer Han Sol Kim reported from his station. But they're not aiming at us. They're targeting the research station. The massive alien ships moved like purple shadows against the stars. Energy built up in their main guns, creating an eerie glow in space. Dr. Choi, activate Athena. Do-One ordered, referring to their AI system. Na-Young's fingers flew across her tablet. Deep inside the Thunderbolt, the AI core pulsed with blue light. Screens around the bridge lit up with new information as Athena came online. "Hello, crew of the Thunderbolt," a calm female voice said through the ship's speakers. "I am ready to assist." The alien commander's face appeared on the main screen again. "This is your last chance, humans. Surrender now, or watch your research station burn." Instead of answering, Do-One turned to his crew. "Execute Defense Plan Alpha." The Thunderbolt suddenly moved with incredible speed, placing itself between the alien fleet and the research station. The Valderi ships fired their weapons, purple beams of energy racing toward them. "Athena, analyze their attack patterns," Do-One commanded. Analysis complete. The AI responded instantly. "Their targeting systems are predictable. Calculating optimal shield configurations now." When the alien weapons hit the Thunderbolt, something unexpected happened. Instead of destroying the human ship, the energy beams scattered harmlessly across its shields. The bridge crew watched as Athena adjusted their defenses in real time, learning and adapting with each hit. "Impossible," the alien commander shouted. "Your shields should have failed." Engineer Kim smiled at his station. "Sir, Athena has cracked their weapon frequency. We can block all their attacks now." The Valderi ships fired again and again, but nothing got through. The Thunderbolt's shields, guided by their AI, changed and adapted to each new attack. It was like a dance, with Athena leading every step. "Lieutenant Lee," Do-One called to his communications officer. "What are they saying to each other?" Yi-Jin listened to her headset, translating the alien chatter. "They're confused, sir. They keep asking each other how our primitive ship is still intact. They don't believe what they're seeing." Dr. Choi walked to the captain's chair, her eyes shining with pride. "Should we show them what else Athena can do, sir?" Do-One looked at the angry alien commander on the screen. The Valderi had come expecting an easy victory over a weak species. Instead, they had found something they never expected: a human ship with technology they couldn't understand. "Not yet," Do-One said quietly. "Let them wonder a little longer. The real surprise is still to come." The Thunderbolt hung in space, its shields glowing with each blocked attack. Inside, Athena continued to learn and grow stronger. The true power of humanity's first warship was still hidden, waiting for the perfect moment to be revealed. The alien commander's patience had run out. "If this human ship won't break," he growled, "then we'll destroy the research station instead." Security Chief Ta Hyun-song watched in horror as two Valderi ships broke away from the main group, heading straight for the station. "Captain, they're going to attack the civilians." "Not if we can help it," Captain Do-One Park said firmly. He pressed a button on his chair. "Attention Research Station 7. Prepare for emergency evacuation. Chief Song, coordinate with them." Tae-hyun jumped into action, his fingers flying over his console. "Station crew, begin loading people into escape pods. We'll protect your escape route." The research station came alive with activity. Small escape pods started launching from its sides, each one carrying precious human lives. The Valderi ships turned their weapons toward these tiny targets. Now they're trying to shoot helpless escape pods. Engineer Han Sol Kim's voice was filled with anger. "Captain, The main reactor is ready. We can show them what Earth's technology can really do. Do-1 nodded. Dr. Choi, give Athena full control of our defense systems. Engineer Kim, power up the point defense grid. The Thunderbolt's hull suddenly opened in hundreds of places. Tiny ports appeared all over the ship, each one housing a small but powerful defense turret. This was another secret the aliens didn't know about: Earth's advanced targeting systems. Athena, Do-1 commanded, protect those escape pods. Don't let a single shot through. Understood, Captain, the AI responded. Defense grid online. Calculating optimal firing solutions. The Valderi ships fired a barrage of energy weapons at the escaping pods. But before any shot could hit, the Thunderbolt's defense grid came to life. Thousands of small energy pulses shot out from the ship, intercepting every alien attack with perfect accuracy. How? The alien commander demanded. Your weapons shouldn't be able to track our shots. Engineer Kim couldn't help but smile. Our targeting computers aren't just machines. They're partnered with AI. Athena can predict where you'll shoot before you even fire. The escape pods continued their journey to safety while the Thunderbolt's defense grid worked tirelessly. Not a single alien shot got through. The Valderi ships fired faster and faster, but Athena matched them shot for shot. Sir, Lieutenant Yi Jin Lee called from her station. The alien crews are arguing with each other. Some want to retreat. They've never seen anything like our defense system. Dr. Na-Young Choi monitored Athena's performance with pride. The AI is learning their attack patterns even better now. She's becoming more efficient with each shot. The alien commander slammed his fist down in rage. Enough of this. All ships, concentrate fire on the human vessel. We'll overwhelm their defenses with sheer power. All 5 Valderi ships turned their main guns toward the Thunderbolt. Purple energy built up in their weapons, growing brighter and brighter. Captain, Engineer Kim reported, they're charging their weapons to maximum power. This will be their biggest attack yet. Do-1 stood up from his chair, his face determined. Let them come. Engineer Kim, divert power to the shields. Dr. Choi, let Athena show them what she can do. It's time to prove that humanity isn't as weak as they think. The Thunderbolt's hull hummed with power as its systems prepared for the coming attack. The crew watched as the alien ships prepared to fire, but there was no fear on their faces, only determination. They knew something the Valderi didn't. This was just the beginning of humanity's true power. The combined blast from all 5 Valderi ships lit up space like a purple sun. Their massive energy beams joined together, heading straight for the Thunderbolt. Impact in 3 seconds. Jeho Kang shouted from his tactical station. Captain Do-1 Park stood calmly. Athena, execute defense pattern Delta. Just before the blast hit, the Thunderbolt's shields changed. Instead of trying to block the attack, they formed a curved shape. When the purple energy beam struck, something amazing happened. The shields bent the blast around the ship like water flowing around a rock. Impossible, the alien commander screamed. No shield technology can do that. Engineer Hansol Kim grinned at his console. They still don't understand. Our shields aren't static. They're alive, guided by Athena's intelligence. Lieutenant Yi Jin Lee suddenly sat up straight at her station. Captain, I've decoded more of their tactical communications. The Valderi ships can't power up their main weapons again for 3 minutes after such a big blast. Do-1's eyes lit up. Then it's time we show them how Earth fights back. Dr. Choi, activate our combat eye routines. Na-Young Choi typed rapidly on her console. Combat systems engaging, Captain. Athena is ready. The Thunderbolt's engines flared to life. The ship moved with incredible speed, darting between the much larger alien vessels. It was like watching a small fish swim through a group of whales. But this fish had teeth. They can't track us, Jeho reported excitedly. Their targeting systems are too slow. The alien ships tried to hit the Thunderbolt, but their weapons were made for big, slow battles. The human ship was too fast, too nimble. Athena predicted every shot before it was fired and moved the ship perfectly each time. "Captain," Athena's calm voice announced, "I have identified 23 weak points in their ship design. Shall I begin targeted strikes?" Do-1 nodded. "Show them what precision targeting means." The Thunderbolt's smaller weapons came to life. Each shot hit exactly where it would do the most damage. Power conduits, sensor arrays, weapon controls. The alien ship's purple glow began to flicker and fade. "Their crews are panicking," Yi Jin reported, listening to the alien communications. "They've never seen such accurate attacks. They don't understand how we know exactly where to hit." Engineers across the alien fleet rushed to fix their systems, but the Thunderbolt was always one step ahead. Athena would detect repairs in progress and target those areas again, never letting the Valdari regain their full strength. "Sir," Han Sol called out, "their shields are weakening. They didn't design them to handle sustained, precise attacks like ours." The alien commander appeared on screen again, but this time his arrogant look was gone. "How? How is this possible? You're supposed to be primitives." "Perhaps," Do-1 replied calmly. "You should have asked about our capabilities before assuming we were weak." "Athena, target their main power cores. Disable only, no destruction." The Thunderbolt spun through space, firing short, precise bursts. One by one, the massive Valdari ships lost power, their mighty engines sputtering into darkness. "All enemy ships have been disabled, Captain," Athena reported. "They are running on emergency power only." Do-1 looked at the now dark alien ships floating helplessly in space. "Lieutenant Lee, open a channel to all Valdari vessels." The captain stood straight, his voice firm but not cruel. "This is Captain Park. As you can see, we could have destroyed your ships, but we chose not to. Now shall we discuss peace terms like civilized beings?" The bridge crew smiled as they waited for a response. The Valdari had learned an important lesson today. Never judge a species by its size or age. Sometimes, the smallest ships could hide the biggest surprises. The alien commander's response came quickly, but not in the way Captain Do-1 Park expected. From the disabled ships, small purple pods suddenly launched into space. "Emergency launch detected," Jeho Kang shouted. "They're deploying some kind of backup units." The purple pods transformed into small but deadly fighting ships. Hundreds of them filled the space around the Thunderbolt, their weapons glowing with energy. "So," Do-1 said quietly, "they had a hidden weapon too." "Dr. Choi, I think it's time to show them ours." Naeum Choi nodded seriously. "Athena, begin quantum missile preparation." Deep inside the Thunderbolt, special doors opened in the weapon bay. Inside were missiles unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. Each one contained a tiny quantum computer linked directly to Athena's AI core. "What's this?" the alien commander demanded. "More primitive rockets. Our fighters will shoot them down easily." Engineer Han Sol Kim's hands moved quickly over his console. "Quantum core is stable, Captain. We can launch when ready." "All crew, brace for quantum deployment," Do-1 announced. "Athena, launch missiles. Show them what Earth science can really do." The Thunderbolt released 12 missiles. They looked simple on the outside, but inside each one was technology that had taken Earth decades to perfect. The alien fighters rushed to shoot them down. But something strange happened. When the fighters fired at the missiles, their shots passed right through them. "What kind of trickery is this?" the alien commander shouted. "No trick," Dr. Choi explained proudly. "Those missiles exist in multiple quantum states at once. You can't shoot what you can't predict." The quantum missiles passed through the fighter screen like ghosts. Their quantum states shifted constantly, guided by Athena's incredible processing power. No computer in the galaxy could track them, except the AI that controlled them. "Sir," Yi Jin Lee called out, "the Valdari are sending panic signals to their home fleet. They're calling our weapons impossible technology." The missiles reached their targets. Instead of exploding, they phased partially into the fighters' hulls. With a flash of light, the fighters' power systems simply shut down. Quantum entanglement complete, Athena reported. All enemy fighters are now linked to our control systems. The alien ships floated helplessly in space. Their own fighters turned to face them, now under Athena's control. This cannot be. The alien commander's 4 eyes were wide with shock. No species has mastered quantum control at this level. Captain Du-1 stood up. Humanity has been peaceful, yes. But we never stopped advancing our technology. We just chose not to use it for war, until you forced our hand. Engineer Kim checked his readings. Captain, the quantum cord is still stable. We could disable their entire fleet if needed. That won't be necessary, Du-1 replied. I think our friends have seen enough of humanity's true power. The alien commander's angry face had changed to one of fear and respect. We request immediate cessation of hostilities. Our high command must know of this technology. The bridge crew shared proud looks. Their ship, humanity's first true warship, had just changed the galaxy's balance of power. No longer would Earth be seen as a weak, primitive world. Tell your leaders this, Du-1 said firmly. Humanity comes in peace, but we will defend ourselves. And what you've seen today, this is just the beginning of what we can do. The Thunderbolt's quantum missiles continued their silent patrol, glowing with impossible energy. They were proof that sometimes the most powerful weapons weren't the biggest or loudest. They were the ones that changed the rules of war itself. 3 hours after the battle, the Thunderbolt's bridge was unusually crowded. On the main screen, 3 different alien faces looked down at the human crew. The Valdari High Command had called an emergency meeting. This is unprecedented, the first alien leader said, his 4 eyes blinking rapidly. No species has ever defeated a Valdari battle group before. Lieutenant Yi Jin Lee stood next to Captain Du-1 Park, translating the subtle meanings behind the alien words. Sir, she whispered, they're afraid but trying not to show it. Tell us, Captain Park, the second alien leader demanded, how many of these advanced warships does Earth possess? Du-1 smiled slightly. The Thunderbolt is currently our only active warship. The alien leaders looked at each other in confusion. The third one leaned forward. You expect us to believe that? One ship couldn't possibly. The Thunderbolt, Engineer Hansol Kim interrupted, is just a prototype. The word prototype caused instant silence. Dr. Nayoung Choi stepped forward, holding her tablet. Would you like to know our full production capabilities? She pressed a button, sending data to the alien leaders. Their eyes widened as they read. The Thunderbolt wasn't just a single powerful ship. It was a test vehicle for dozens of new technologies. Earth's shipyards were ready to build hundreds more, each one even more advanced. Impossible, the first leader gasped. These production numbers, these technological capabilities, why did you hide this? We didn't hide anything. Du-1 explained calmly. You never asked. You assumed we were primitive because we chose peace. You mistook kindness for weakness. Security Chief Ta Hyun-song brought up images of Earth's shipyards on a side screen. Massive facilities orbited Earth and Mars, ready to build entire fleets. The aliens watched in stunned silence. Your quantum weapons, the second leader said quietly. They'd break every rule of physics we know. Dr. Choi smiled. No, they follow rules you haven't discovered yet. Humanity has been advancing science in ways you never imagined. And your eye, the third leader added, it's more advanced than anything in known space. How did you solve the control problems that plague all other species? We never tried to control eye, Du-1 explained. We worked with it as partners. Athena isn't our servant. She's a valued member of our crew. Indeed. Athena's voice joined in, making the alien leaders jump. Humanity's strength lies in cooperation, not domination. Engineer Kim brought up more technical data. The Thunderbolt uses only our basic systems. Our advanced technology is still in development. The alien leaders looked increasingly worried. Everything they had believed about humanity was wrong. Earth wasn't a weak, primitive world. It was a sleeping giant that they had foolishly awakened. We, the first leader started, then paused. We wish to propose an immediate peace treaty, and perhaps a technology exchange agreement. Do-Won looked at his crew, seeing pride in their eyes. We would be happy to share our peaceful advances. That's all we ever wanted, to be friends, not enemies. However, he added firmly, remember this lesson. Humanity will always choose peace first, but we will never be defenseless. The Thunderbolt is just the beginning of what we can do if pushed. The alien leaders nodded quickly, understanding the gentle warning. In one day, humanity had gone from being seen as primitive newcomers to one of the most powerful species in known space, and they had done it not through aggression, but by defending their values and revealing only a fraction of their true strength. 1 month after the battle with the Valderi fleet, the Thunderbolt floated in Earth's orbit. Below them, the blue planet shined like a jewel in space, but Earth's space was no longer empty. Ships from 12 different alien species now orbited the planet. Captain Do-Won Park stood in his dress uniform before a large crowd in the United Earth Assembly. The huge room was filled with both humans and aliens, all watching as he and his crew received their honors. The crew of the Thunderbolt, the Earth President announced, did more than just defend our research station. They showed the galaxy humanity's true nature, peaceful but powerful, kind but never weak. Engineer Hansol Kim sat proudly with the rest of the crew. He watched the massive screens showing Earth's new defense fleet under construction. The shipyards were busy building improved versions of the Thunderbolt, each one more advanced than the last. In 1 month, Lieutenant Yi Jin Lee whispered to Dr. Nayoung Choi, "We've signed trade deals with 15 alien species. They all want to learn from us now." Nayoung smiled as she watched Athena's hologram floating above the assembly. The AI was now helping coordinate Earth's new diplomatic efforts. Other species had stopped fearing AI after seeing how humans and artificial intelligence could work together as friends. The galaxy has changed, Security Chief Ta Hyun Song said quietly. And we helped change it. He was right. Since the battle, 3 other aggressive alien empires had signed peace treaties with Earth. Nobody wanted to fight a species that could build ships like the Thunderbolt. More importantly, many aliens now saw Earth as a teacher, not a target. Captain Park, the president called out, "Please step forward." Do-Won walked to the center of the stage. Behind him, on huge screens, the Thunderbolt's battle footage played. The quantum missiles, the AI-driven defenses, the perfect coordination between human and machine. It had changed everything. "We award you and your crew the highest honors Earth can give," the president said. "But your greatest reward is the peace you've helped create." Tactical Officer Jai-Ho Kang touched the new pin on his uniform, a small Thunderbolt symbol that all the crew now wore. Who would have thought our first warship would lead to so much peace? In space above them, the Thunderbolt's systems hummed quietly. The ship that had revealed humanity's power was no longer alone. New ships floated nearby, each one carrying the same advanced technology. But they weren't built for war. They were built to protect the peace. "You know what makes me proudest?" Do-Won asked his crew later, as they watched Earth from the Thunderbolt's observation deck. "We didn't just show our strength. We showed our wisdom." Nayoung nodded. "Other species built weapons to conquer. We built them to defend. That's why they respect us now." Through the windows, they could see ships from many alien worlds. Some carried scientists coming to learn from Earth. Others brought diplomats eager to make friends with humanity. The galaxy had learned that Earth was special, not just for its technology, but for how it used that power. "The Thunderbolt will always be the first," Hansol said proudly, "but it won't be the last. Each new ship we build carries the same message. Humanity comes in peace, but we're ready to defend that peace. As the sun rose over Earth, its light shone on the Thunderbolt's hull. The ship that had changed the galaxy floated silently, a guardian of humanity's new era. It was no longer just a warship. It was a symbol of hope, showing that power and peace could work together. The crew stood together, watching their beautiful planet below. They had started a new chapter in human history. The galaxy now knew humanity's true power, but more importantly, it knew humanity's true heart.